Today our special guest is our hero. He's a firefighter and I would like him to introduce himself. Hello, Mr. Hayden.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, and thank you so much for joining me today. Would you please introduce yourself to our audience?
My name is Russell Hayden. I'm retired from San Jose Fire Department. I spent 29 years with San Jose Fire Department. And I'm here to talk to the audience about recruitment, getting into the fire service, and just what a great career that is.
Awesome, thank you. So obviously you are a firefighter, and can you tell us where do you work?
Okay. Currently I'm retired from San Jose Fire Department. I started with Los Altos Fire Department, and currently I work for a company called Firefighter APC. I founded that in 1999, and it's an effort to get more diversity into the fire service. So people out there in the audience, if you have thought about a career in the fire service, if you haven't thought about it, this is a great career to get into.
Oh, you said you found the company Firefighter APC. You mean you create the company?
I created the company Firefighters APC. I started it, and when I first got hired into the fire service, I was the only black on my department for the first 5 years. And over the course of the years, we just needed more women, more people of color, people who spoke different languages. And the best way for me to help support that effort was to found Firefighters APC in 1999.
So that's the goal and the purpose, is to find more diversity of the people who work for the firefighter.
Correct.
I see. So besides working for your own company, Firefighter APC, I'm sorry, is this the non-profit company?
No, it's a for-profit company. It's a for-profit company, but everything on our website for the youth is 100% free.
For free.
They don't have to pay any money to join. And
so you mean if somebody want to pursue a career becoming a firefighter, they go to your website, they sign up, they don't have to pay for the school fee. They can go there and learn the program and become a firefighter.
Correct. Everything is 100% free.
Wow.
Yes.
How long does it take to finish the program?
Getting into the fire service is very difficult. Number one, you have to go to school. You have to learn your first aid, get your EMT certification. In most cases, you want to become a paramedic. So it's not a real easy thing to do, but it's a very rewarding thing to do if you do it. Mm-hmm. But our website will teach them all of these different steps, and it will teach the parents things they can do to assist their youth and their kids, or just anyone in the community on how to get this job.
Wow. So besides doing this job, do you have any public services that you're doing?
Myself, going to schools, going to churches, being involved in the community, these are all the things that youth should do just anyway, because it makes them a better citizen, even if they don't want to become a firefighter. Join in community clubs. The more you do for the community, those are the kind of people we want in the fire department, because it's very community related. So, yes.
Can you tell me how do you get started in the fire department?
When I got into the fire department, it's kind of interesting. I was a homeless person. I had already left home. I had no money, no clothes. I was hitchhiking down the freeway on Highway 280 and up by Los Altos. And a gentleman picked me up off the freeway, and he told me about the fire service. I had never been in a fire department before. I didn't know anybody in the fire department. And he took me back, and I got hired as a student firefighter, making $27 a month. That's how I got into the fire department.
How much a month?
$27 a month.
In back when?
1969.
Is it considered a good amount or very low amount?
That was like working for free.
For free, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start because you just want a career, because you had no job, you have no career.
Correct.
So, and then who is that person why he picked you up and why he decided to bring you to the fire department?
His name was Dr. Roth. He was a professor at the college.
Wow.
And he just saw me hitchhiking, so he picked me up. And I stayed friends with him until he was 96 years old.
Wow.
And when he passed away, I went to his funeral. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That changed my whole life.
So when he when he picked you up and he introduced to you the fire career, what did you think at that time? What happening? I mean, why did you decide to do it?
That's a very good question. And the most important thing I would want you to understand today in your audience is that if you give anybody a chance, a person might be getting D's in school right now, or they just don't know what to do with their life, or they're having troubles, with the law or whatever. They can kind of refocus their life And if they get hired into the fire department, this is something that will impact not only them, but their immediate family and their entire community, because it's such a great job and it gives you such an ability to help others. It's great.
You know, I looked at you and you look awesome. You know, you look good. You look like one of the successful people that I meet. All that it show on your appearance. I think it's have to come from the inside that you're happy with what you do.
I'm very happy about the fire service, and when I got hired, I made a commitment to myself. That man helped me, and I said until I die, I want to help other people attain the same career because it's so rewarding.
It's so rewarding.
Rewarding.
You love what you do.
I love it.
You enjoy it.
The fire department, and I'm not talking about San Jose Fire Department, just the fire service in general. It's one of the best jobs a person can have. And I'm going to say something in jest right now, but you sell real estate.
Right.
When you're a member of the fire department and you go to buy a car or you go to buy a home and you write on that piece of paper, I work for the fire department, immediately they want to give you the loan or whatever because they think you're a good person, you have a stable job. So it's way reaching.
When you touch on that point, honestly, when we talk about firefighter, we talk with respect.
Right.
Love and respect.
Right.
And yes, I really appreciate you. I really respect you as a firefighter because this is not an easy job.
No.
I think firefighting is, really challenging.
Yes.
And sometimes it's mentally exhausting. Is that right?
It can be very mentally exhausting from the standpoint that when you're in the fire service, 80 to 90% of your calls may be medical and not fires.
Right.
So you see people at their worst.
Right.
You know, it could be family problems, mental problems. They just, witness somebody, committing suicide or something like that, or an accident. And you have to be the kind of person that has compassion and can deal with that and talk to people with compassion when they're at their worst.
I see.
Yes.
And from my own experience, when I do something for other people, the rewarding is not because of the money. The rewarding is the feeling that I am able to help others. And that feeling, I think money cannot buy that. It's just so great and so awesome and so powerful, make me go on my life and feel good.
Well, and as you say that, whether it be the Vietnamese community, the Hmong community, Filipino community, or if you need to speak Tagalog to someone or your language, we need people. That's why we need a diverse fire service, so that when we go into different communities, you can relate. Because everyone doesn't speak English fluently. You have people that are first generations or older generations. So you need everyone to embrace this and join us. Yes.
That's awesome. So my next question is, because I know that firefighter is a very rewarding career in terms of that you help people in their worst days of their life, but besides also give a very rewarding salary. Is that correct?
The fire department in general, when you get a job with any department, usually it's a 30-year commitment because
Wow.
you don't get laid off. You're going to get raises all the time. There's the larger the department, you can have room for promotions. So if you like working behind a desk, you could do that as an inspector. Or if you like mechanical things, you could work around the engines and be an engineer. You can become a chief officer. There's a lot of room for lateral and upward mobility in the fire service.
Oh, so when you get into the firefighter career, it's not just like one job that you go out there and save lives. You have a lot more opportunities
Lots of opportunities
to help, but in a different way of helping, like
Right.
you just mentioned. That's
Right.
awesome.
And like if you take the city of San Jose for an example, they have the airport firefighters, you have wildland firefighters up by Alum Rock Park, the folks that work downtown, they get a lot of runs, so you have the people who work in the office, all kind of areas you can go into. And we really, 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 and I want to say this to your audience, if you're out there and you're a female, we need you badly. And actually, the City of San Jose Fire Department is going to be doing a special workshop for just women in a couple weeks.
Oh,
to teach
wow.
them, train them how to. And you can go to the San Jose Fire Department website and sign up to join that. It's an 8-hour day workshop.
But what what the woman will be doing in the fire department?
The same thing as the men. Exactly.
Anything. Oh,
Right.
wow. So talking about, can we talk about age a little bit? Like
Yes.
any age can join?
Typically speaking, and first of all, you want to think of the fire service as getting into the fire service, not a particular fire department. But typically speaking, you have to be 18 years old.
Okay.
And in general, up to like maybe some people have a cutoff at 35 years old or whatever.
So
But
18
in
to
general,
35
yeah.
to start with.
Right.
That's a good one. Thank you. So I have to go back to what you said. You said about this can be for people that get lost in their life, don't know what to do with their life or career, or even for people who had problem in the past. For example, some people had commit some criminal issue in the past. Can they still join the school and become a firefighter?
Now, when I say problems, like if you committed a felony or something like that, more than likely you're not going to ever get hired.
Oh.
And if you've had recent like DUIs and marijuana things, that's not going to fly. But as a young person, if you're 16, 17, 18 years old right now, you have time to stop doing those types of things, regardless of what career you go into, and get yourself ready. Then you can get into the fire service because they will weed out those kind of people. And every year you have to take a drug test.
I see. So you said for the young people, like 16, 17, 18, if they get into some kind of trouble before, they can be forgiven.
They can be forgiven, or depending on what it is, they can have it sealed.
Okay.
And then go on with your lives, because we don't want to test people forever.
Right. Because young people make
Mistakes.
mistakes.
Old people make mistakes.
We all make mistakes.
Right.
I mean, especially when we're young, we make more mistakes.
And one of the things on our website, though, is we point out all the things that you should not be doing so that you don't make those mistakes. Right.
That's awesome.
Also, too, if there was someone from your community that spoke your language fluent or whatever, they even give extra pay for that. So you can make money on top of your salary.
Let me say something. So if you know anyone, or you have teenager, you have anyone in your family that if they have a passion to become a firefighter, or doesn't know what to do in their life or career, they can always look up into the website firefightersapcs.com. I will put this website on the top of the video, and search for the, like what in the website, like all the information, the detail about school and the job. Yeah, and you can help the people that need help to sign up to get a career, firefighter career.
And also too, look at it as a family thing too, because it's really good if the young people involve their parents in what they're trying to do, because the parents most likely will be the ones that will help them and assist them financially to go to EMT school, or go to paramedic school, or go to mission college. So it's a joint effort. It's not just a singular effort from that standpoint. Right.
And this one, you said this program is free for everyone.
100% free. Anywhere in the country.
Anywhere in the country.
They can join.
This is really awesome. Thank you so much. And anyway, and if we are Vietnamese and we speak Vietnamese, when we get into career, we get paid higher.
For San Jose, you get extra pay for that.
So if you are Vietnamese and you get into the career and we speak Vietnamese fluently, we got extra pay for speaking Vietnamese.
Or Spanish.
Or Spanish.
There's certain languages that they have.
So Spanish, Vietnamese, and Catalan.
I don't know all of them, so I don't want to say and get it wrong.
Okay.
But there's different languages that if you speak it fluently, extra
because
pay.
we want to help the people that doesn't speak. They don't speak English. So if we can speak fluently different language, that's really helpful.
Right, because if you go to an emergency, you have to be able to talk to the person.
Right. So you speak your native language and fluently, or you can speak and understand the other person, and you join the career, firefighter career, you have a very good chance of getting more salary than other people.
And so I'm saying this in jest right now. So when your parents are telling you, learn your language, learn it.
Good one.
Learn it.
Good one. Yes. So we're happy that, I'm so lucky that we're Vietnamese, and now the Vietnamese become the foreign language for high school student. And my daughter, she took the class last year. She very good at speaking Vietnamese, and she can Ryan Vietnamese read. That's very awesome.
That's correct.
That's awesome. Anyway, that's something else. Just go back to our talk today. What advice would you give to parents, teens, and everyone?
The best piece of advice I could give you is that when your parents are telling you things like don't smoke, don't do drugs, don't vape, don't get into gangs, be careful of what kind of tattoos you put on your body. And we're not telling you not to enjoy life and do things, but be cognizant that if you do things that are way out of the realm, it's going to have an impact on what kind of job you get, whether it's the fire service or not. So try to lead a clean life, a good life, and that deals with your finances too. Don't mess up your credit. Your body is your temple, and think about those kinds of things if you want to pursue a career of any kind, but especially in the fire service.
Thank you. Yes. That's a good advice.
Yes.
One question for you. What do you enjoy most being a firefighter?
The thing I enjoy most is when I was in the fire department. I spent 34 years in the fire service, and I just really enjoy being able to go out and help people. But now I enjoy driving around in my '54 Chrysler. Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think I asked you all the questions I want to ask. You have anything else to talk to the people who want to pursue a firefighter career? Go ahead.
The thing I would say most is this website, of course, you can join it anywhere in the country, and never discount any person and you think, well, they may not want to be a firefighter. That person out there that is homeless to that extent or just walking down the street, you never know. So don't you pick and choose. Give them the opportunity, and you never know who might be your next 21st century firefighter.
Thank you. And also, I have another question, because I remember I talked to you a few months ago, and you talked to me about a Vietnamese family.
Yes.
Can you talk about Robert?
Yes, I used to be the recruit officer for the City of San Jose Fire Department. And one of the things I did when I was a recruit officer, I put an ad in the paper that we were looking for interns for the San Jose Fire Department. And I did it in your language. And it was posted in a newspaper in San Francisco. We put it in the San Francisco paper. This Vietnamese guy, he read that in his own language. He went and told his son about it. His son came down and became one of my interns. And now today, his name is Robert Tran. He's a fire captain with the San Jose Fire Department at Station 2, and he's doing very, very well.
Wow.
Yeah. But he's an inspiration.
Oh, yes. I wish I can have him come talk about it. Can he speak Vietnamese?
I don't know. But he's at Station 2, so you can go by there and see him.
Where is Station 2?
On Allen Avenue. Or Santa Clara Street.
Okay.
Yes.
I might need to find him, and I want to bring him here and talk about the firefighter career.
Right.
Because I want to encourage more Vietnamese, right, or anybody, like Filipino, like Mexican, anybody. I would like to encourage people, if you have no career or you don't know what to do with your life, or if you have a passion of helping others, I think firefighter is a great career for you, great rewarding, very awesome opportunity.
Yes.
And a stable job.
And even if they don't want to become a firefighter, there's things on our website that, on our practice test, talk about background, drugs, deportment, how to carry yourself in any career. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really awesome. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And if you think this video is helpful and it can help somebody to start their life with a career, an awesome career, please share this video. You never know who you help, who you bring up. Like Mr. Hayden, he was kind of lost, right?
Very lost.
Very lost. And look at him right now. He looks awesome. He feels happy. He enjoys his life. He enjoys his, what is his car, your car again?
My passion.
Your passion, yes. So he really enjoys his life right now. And he's helping people. The company, Firefighter APC, is his baby. He found it. And he want to give back to the community. When I help people, you can do the same. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.